Welcome, class of 2021. My name is Elizabeth Murray. I am one of the certified enrollment coaches at Northwest Vista College. Today, I am representing all of the Alamo colleges. I do work in our Welcome and Admission Center, and I work specifically with students, getting them through the application process and the enrollment steps within the Alamo College. Before we begin the actual application process, I want to make sure that you are prepared to choose a pre-major within the Alamo colleges. So for those students unsure about a career path, please take the time and visit our career coach website. You can take the career assessment. Once you complete that assessment, it'll list your top career choices based on how you answered that assessment. You can also browse careers, trends in that career, the demand for that career, and the current wages. All right, begin the application process. We are going to visit the applytexas.org website there. Once you are on that website, students needing to create an account or profile, as we call it, you are going to click on Create Your Account Now. Those students with the Apply Texas credentials can log in now on the right-hand side. If you have created a profile and need help with your username or password, click on Problems Logging In. You are now on your My Profile tab. This will take you several minutes to complete. Please take the time to make sure that you are entering your information correctly, as this information will get downloaded into the Alamo College's district system. A couple notes. At the top left, you see the red asterisk. Anything with a red asterisk is something that must be completed. It is a requirement to complete before moving on. Also on the top left, you will see a privacy policy. Please check that box. And a couple notes on this section. You will want to make sure you are using your full legal name. You do not want to use a nickname. You do not want to use any abbreviations. For example, my full name is Elizabeth. I do not want to put Liz or Beth in that legal name section. You also want to make sure that you are putting in a personal email address in the section where it asks for your email address. In this section, you need to complete the permanent address. The physical address listed in the middle, you only complete if it is different than your permanent address. In the emergency section contact, please be prepared to have telephone numbers and the email address of your emergency contact. One hiccup that most students do as well, you will see there is a section for a non-US number. Most students, you will all leave this blank when completing this section of the application. You are now going to create your password, and you are going to click on I am not a robot. You will be asked to verify some pictures. Once that is done, you will then click on Save Profile. At this time, please write down or take a picture of your application ID number, your username you created, which most likely is your email address, and then the password you created. You will want to keep this for future reference. You will also be sent an email from Apply Texas. This is just information stating that you have completed your profile as well as the application. You are now ready to complete your application to the Alamo colleges. Please click on My Applications. You are then going to click on Start a New Blank Application. You then want to click on Create a 2-year application. You will want to use the alphabetical list drop-down menu to select your Alamo College of choice. Remember, there are 5 Alamo colleges to choose from. In the drop-down menu, you will want to select Fall 2021 unless you want to attend for the summer semester of 2021. Your next step will then be to click on the regular deadline. Once done, click Continue. In this section, this is where you will want to select your Alamo Institute. Granted, it says First Choice School / Program. That again is your Alamo Institute. Your pre-major will be listed in the drop-down menu. If you do not see your pre-major listed, you may hit the back button to change your Alamo Institute. For those students who are undecided in their career path, you will want to choose Creative and Communication Arts Institute, and your major, your pre-major, will be Liberal Arts. Again, that is just for students who are undecided at this time. Remember, you can always update your major at a later time with that Alamo College. Verify that your Alamo College you chose is listed there, as well as the semester you want to attend. Click Continue to My Application. We are now on the biographical information section. Here, if you have a social security number, we encourage you to include it in this section. This is super helpful if you intend to submit a FAFSA or you have already submitted a FAFSA. Question number 17 is asking if you were ever placed into foster care or adopted from foster care in the state of Texas. And on question 18, it is just asking permission if you want to receive text messages from Apply Texas. Please check for accuracy on this page. You want to make sure that all your information listed is accurate. If the information listed is correct, you will click on the little checkbox there, yes, my information is correct, and then you will click on Save Page. In the educational background section, you will click on Find Your High School. Once you enter the high school name and city, you will click on Submit. It will populate a list of results selecting your high school with the correct name, address, and city. You must then enter your expected graduation date. For most students, the month will be June, and obviously the year here is 2021. The next section about colleges you have attended, it's a bit tricky. Most students will leave this blank as none of you have attended a college since most of you are still in high school. If you are a dual credit student within the Alamo colleges, you do not need to complete this section as well. The Alamo colleges has your dual credit coursework on file. Now, if you took dual credit courses outside of the Alamo colleges, you may list them in this section. For example, UT Austin, you will also need to submit an official transcript from that college to the Alamo colleges, so we may have that dual credit coursework on file for you. Your basis for admissions to the Alamo colleges, you will select high school graduate. And the reason for attending, majority of you will select earn associate's degree, which is a 2-year degree to transfer then to a 4-year college or university. Now, please note there are other options in the drop-down menu that you may select as well. We are now at the residency questions section of our Apply Texas application. If possible, you may want support of your parents or legal guardian to guide you through the next section. These are very important questions, and the answers will affect your tuition rate. I want to give you another reminder that, remember, when you see a red asterisk, that means that is a required question. If there is no red asterisk, that means you do not have to answer that question. Also, in this section of the residency, the top right, if at any time you feel you need to delete your answers and restart, you have that option. Helpful information in this section of the application is highlighted with arrows and boxes. For example, you can see here 36 months is equal to 3 years before high school graduation. I encourage you at any time to pause this video to make sure you're understanding the residency questions and that you answer them correctly. Again, these answers will determine your tuition rate of in-district resident, out-of-district resident, out-of-state, or foreign on a visa. Also note that once you submit your application, you are able to make changes to that, but you must do it with the Alamo College you applied to. And again, you can update that information at any time. You just need to make sure you visit that Alamo College. Your last step, we're almost done, gang. Your last step is to complete these custom questions based on the institution you applied to. You are now ready to submit your application. You will want to check all 3 of these boxes, as well as read the sections and understanding what you are certifying. Once you click Submit Application Now, you will want to verify on the status section under My Applications, it should state Submitted. If it states saved, that means you have not completed your application and it is not submitted. Again, you want to see underneath that status section that it states submitted. Congratulations on submitting your application to the Alamo Colleges. Your application will take 3 to 5 business days to process. While you're waiting, you will need to request your official high school transcripts to be sent to the Alamo College you applied to. You should also receive, within that 3 to 5 business days, an email from the Alamo Colleges with student information. For additional support, please visit our Zoom drop-ins at the website listed here. Again, congratulations on submitting your application, and we look forward to supporting you in your educational journey.